A pleasant good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of you following the broadcast. Up next is the program Independent Minds for Better Liberia. Shortly, we cross over to the folks in the U.S. as they bring forth this program. My name is Princess Kamara, and it's good to be here this morning. So, shortly, we go across the general morning kitchen. It's already up at this time. Let's see whether we can bring him through. Good morning. Good morning, General. Good morning. Good morning. Hello. Well, we're still trying, making way or effort to see as to whether we can join them. Let's go back. Good morning, General. Good morning. Good morning. Wow, we're not getting them. Good morning. I think it's from your end. Good morning, General. You are live. Good morning. Well, folks are still making way. Yeah, this is a program, Independent Minds for Better Liberia, right on Kear Radio. This program comes on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Issues surrounding the uh, success of this nation, how we can build Liberia for our own generation. So let's go back and see whether we can bring General back. Good morning, General. Much better.
Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yeah, better. Good morning. Good to have you again.
Okay. Thank you very much, Princess. I appreciate you and I appreciate our audience. Those of you who are here this morning, again, I want to say welcome. And this is a conversation we'll continue to have. This is a long-term program, and I'm also looking for people who would love to work along with me, young people who will want to get involved. Because my purpose of this is to educate you, is to tell you things that we as citizens need to do, not to just criticize, but what can we do to build our country? What can we do to come together as people or citizens? Because the future of Liberia lies in your hands. And when you look around today, you will find out that our population is very young because they got kids who were born 1998. Today they are 27 years old. Then imagine 1990. So these are the people in charge. But what are your future? What are you doing to move forward? You people are so smart. When I look on the internet and whenever I go to Liberia, I sit and watch. You people are smart. Look, there are a lot of smart people in Liberia, but the opportunity has not been given. That is why you see everybody try to leave to go and learn something and come back. And then if you come back to your country, people try to reject you, especially if you interest in politics. That is the wrong thing. You go there, you travel, you come back, you bring money, they enjoy it. You come with all the ideas. Once you're in the private sector, fine. But if you ever try to say, listen, I want to serve my people, that is when you will understand that your people themselves don't even like you, but they only like what you're bringing in. And that is wrong. That is what been harming us. So let's look at both sides. We elect people, the same people in our community, we give them positions. They turn around, they suppress us. We see them in no time, in 2, 3 months, they are now driving a tinted car that you will never see them again. Maybe you see them to an entertainment center, or maybe after a year, two, and they come back in your communities, especially our representatives. You have the opportunity. You must see your representative at least 3 days in a week in your district. There should be an office for your representative that you will see him whenever you want to. Just make the appointment. You don't have to go to Capitol Building because he only goes to Capitol Building 2 times a week, 2 days in a week, just to deliberate. So we expect them to go and work, make laws, and how to hold the executive accountable. And then the other 3 days, including Sundays, they are in the communities, in different communities. So if you're in District 17, the rest of the 3 days should be in your district. But instead, they always sit right in Monrovia, enjoy themselves. You will never see them. And when they come in, they come with box of liberty to give you. Or they come and give you rice and give you the whole 9 yards and explain to you But look at their lives. Look how they're living today. Imagine your representative. Yes, if you give him job, yes, he's going to get paid. Yes, we're going to give him everything. We give him everything to make laws. We give him everything to put your community first. It's wrong for a president to go in District 17 to know what is going on, to build roads or to make sure there is jobs in that area. The president has a lot of work to do. The president will sit there, he's the leader, he's the chief executive of the country. But in Liberia today, we expect the president to come down and fix our communities. That is wrong. Why you think we elect representatives? They are our number one representation. They are the one we hold accountable first when the government is not going wrong. For example, you see your lawmaker going to bow down to the executive. That is wrong because of yellow machine. You saw your lawmaker all in yellow going there whilst he or she's supposed to be at the Capitol building doing their job, went to the executive to say, oh, thank you. No, that's your money. That's our money. That's our money. But instead of doing it, they're showing loyalty. And there are three separate branches of government. They got the judiciary that interpret the Constitution. They have the executive that run the day-to-day affairs, that make sure that the laws that is passed is well and taken to the people. Then you have the number one branch of government, which is the legislators. These are our problems because they are not holding the government foot to the fire. The government will do things because the government work alone. They're like a team player. You eat, I eat. When I eat, you eat, you eat, I eat. If I can't eat, you must eat. They beg the executive, instead of the executive appealing to them to pass laws, instead of the executive appealing to them, say, please cut your salary. Instead of the executive telling them, say, listen, we got to reform healthcare. We got to make sure we have a good educational system. Because if the educational system is good, you will not go to a representative to beg. So these are the things that we're talking about. We want you to get involved in politics. Politics is part of our life. It's our day-to-day life. Yes, they say you must have a degree in politics. Listen, just by even going to church, the first leadership starts in your home. The way you control your children, the way you discipline your child, that is where leadership starts from.
Mhm.
Look at them. Look at some of the representatives and look at their homes. Look at where they're coming from today. And not because I'm in the community or because you see me on radio, you hear me on radio. So because if I say I'm going to contest tomorrow. So, oh yeah, I know Mr. Kishan. He always on radio. Ask me the questions. What will you do? What are some of the different ideas you bring in? What make you feel that you will do better than John Brown? Ask this question. It's a fair question. It's not an insult. You know what I'm saying? And you in your communities, what are you doing to clean your communities? What are you doing for your own lives? The government might not be doing the right thing, but what are you doing now? Let's be honest. Things going to be very tough. Things going to be harder because there's war going on right now in the Middle East. Because when the gas price getting ready to climb, guess what happened? All the prices going to go up. Now some people are stuck. I spoke with Liberians who stuck in Dubai because of no flights. So let's just pray. So this is the time we got to tie our belt. But we don't want the government to take advantage and say, because they're fighting in the Middle East, so things going to be hard. No, we got our local products. At least in Africa, we can survive. Not in America, where most of the stuff coming from in other countries. So things going to be harder in America than even in Liberia. But guess what? Our people are going to take advantage. Imagine them selling country rice right now for $25. Imagine what's going to happen. You see, we suppress our own people, we steal from our own people. You go in the market today, they still sell rice for $50. When the rice was 17.50 was $50. Now the rice is 14, it's still $50. Everything increasing. When you bring your stuff at the port, they charge you more than you bought it. And then what you expect to do? That the ordinary man going to suffer. Ordinary man going to suffer. So Liberians, we need to tie our belts. Young people, we need to we need to set our priorities. It's good to enjoy, but there will be a time there will not be too much enjoyment. You can change yourself around and say, this is what I'm going to do. So 2029 is ahead of us. We're gonna go back to the pool again. Are we going to do the same thing? Are we going to sit there and just continue to look at one group of people and believe that they are the only one have monopoly to leadership? No. Do you think we have a leadership problem? No, we don't. Do you think Liberia have a money problem? No, because we are rich. 5 million people, we are very, 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 very rich. But because of the bad decisions we make, because of bad governance, accountability, honesty, because we are terrible in that. Every official looking at their pockets, Today, we're just making the wrong decisions. And we voted them. You heard about Emma Glasgow. She won. She had a tenure position. Don't worry whether she was appointed by George Weah. She had a tenure position. And I want to applaud the LACC for being fair enough. I don't know Emma Glasgow, but the fact is that now government going to pay her. She was suspended for corruption. She was removed from her job. Now today, the LACC that we trusted, that found other people guilty, said no, she did nothing wrong. So government going to pay her, and government will be paying the guy out there already. The money they're supposed to pay her or pay this man to pay 2%, that money should be used for health. It's supposed to be used at the University of Liberia. Now they will pay for the tenure, we remove her. She could turn around and sue the government for pain and suffering, and she will win. We tarnish people's reputation in Liberia for no reason. Whether they gave her a job, whether she wear her nice clothes. Some people, their passion is to wear nice clothes, drive good cars. But we just remove. Now the government we believe in, the government we expect to do better, taking such action. You see? And we get people all over the place. We're accusing people. And the real people we know they are corrupt, that's supposed to go to jail, and they are still fighting their cases. We're afraid to prosecute them because we know corruption is our problem in Liberia. Corruption have destroyed us. Corruption destroy our future. Corruption have done a lot of stuff. That is why no good education in Liberia. I watched a video the other day and listened to a student who just graduated. I hope that is a community who just graduated from University of Liberia, giving a speech.
So that comedy, they won't give him a real speech.
Yeah, giving a University of Liberia, and that was terrible. And it's all on social media. University of Liberia. They got people who go through that walls and don't enter class, but they graduate. Some of them working, some of them get jobs, no experience, but they get the money. And then when you can't pay the university professor, trust me, he will let that lady or man go through, especially the woman. And the woman has so many things that she can make her way to go through. Women are very powerful people. That's why people love to use them. But it's embarrassing. And don't be surprised somebody who will do better in the future is not because she gave her speech. And don't be surprised she might be one of the wealthiest women tomorrow in Liberia because maybe she knows exactly what to do to make her money. So what we're trying to say is that everyone is important. That is why I will take this from Alex Cummings concerning the bowl of rice. You see the bowl of rice, it might sound funny to you, but if you bring a rice and you put it in a bowl and we bring people around to eat, once everybody is eating, and guess what? We can bring the spoon. We will give the spoon to everyone the same size. Nothing different. Not Coke spoon, a real eating spoon. They gave you one, they gave me one. Guess what? I can put my spoon in that bowl and take more rice and none will drop. And you will put your spoon in that bowl and you will take the same amount and a lot of rice will drop. But guess what? You will be so comfortable because you will only eat what you can eat. And then once the rice drop, You will not want it to drop again. You will try to take what you can take. So you see, if you're a sweeper and you are paid well as a sweeper, you are comfortable. If you are office boy and they paying you and you can pay your rent and you can send your children to school, because you can't be making $300 and want to live in one of the big houses in Mama Point or in Duboro. No, you will always try to cut your coat according to your measurement. But if you're a sweeper and they pay you $100, the next thing you want to do, you will be acting a minister too. The next thing you want to do is sweeper again. You see, so you will always try to keep yourself in a place that you know you can pay, because your late $300 as sweeper can send your child to school. You will be serious to go to that job. But imagine, ask yourself the question: the person making $100, they take pay for 3 months, but they go to work every day. What do you think you go to work every day for? Because there's something that chopping on that job. When you go to the sweeper, that expediter, the sweeper in labor ministry can expedite labor work permit. He's a sweeper, but everybody overlapping at the job. The next thing when you go low, because Madam Princess not getting what she's getting from Kear, you will see her to find out ministry processing document at the same time, going to all the different ministry processing people document. You see, because nothing is there for you to do, so you want to do everything. People working to the airport, they say, oh, I'm taking for 3 months, but they go to work every day. But guess what? Some of them take home $150 a day. Some of them take home $200 a day when they're lucky. Some of them even take $500 a day, because people come through the airport, and because that person is not paid and there's no system there, every citizen that enter or foreigner, imagine you giving them $5 for every time you meet them, because you're just arriving. All these things are what self. We say, oh, but wait now, I don't want you looking at the minister then corrupt that man who you want to talk about. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing to our country. So Liberians, we in the same boat. We are the problem. We're in the big circle. We're not left. We have not living. We have not left the circle yet. Mm-hmm. We stay in there. We stay in the circle. We fix it. We're trying to get out. And then we went back again. Our government, like an old trouser, we stay patching the trouser. Instead of purchasing a new one, we stay patching our trouser until the trouser cannot be patched anymore. And you know, trouser, when it can't be patched anymore, now what happens?
You have to throw it away.
Yes, you throw it away, and everybody do their own thing. Mm-hmm. So what I'm saying here is not that I'm trying to make you look bad or make myself look bad. Look, you in Liberia, we struggle the same way, not because we're in this country. Let me be honest with you. Now, right now, it's 5:47. By the time I finish with this show, I got to go work. Yeah, the landlord or the mortgage company, they're not there to give you time. They gave you up to the 5th to make sure you start paying your bills. Right now, it's cold. If you can't pay that heat bill, it's on you. It's on you. Then you go look to Home Depot, get the heater jacket that you will sleep with. So everything is bad. If you can't pay the telephone bill, it's on you. It's shut off in 1 more time. You're not buying minutes, but everything has its own a problem. But Liberians, we need to think out of the box. We need to sit down and say, enough is enough. We need to sit by ourselves and say, I think I've made a mistake. I cannot be electing the same people and expect different results. We all now by this time should know who are capable to lead. Mm-hmm. Not because the man come back and put in the community center. Then you say, oh yes, at least he put the community center, so we'll vote for him again. No, don't mind. When the last time you saw your lawmaker arguing that my district don't have a good school? When was the last time you listened to the legislators and listened to your lawmaker arguing and say, in my district, there's no job. In my district, the police are not doing good. In my district, my people are not doing good. What are some of the social services stuff that you bring into my district? How my district will benefit from that budget? But you will always hear that, oh, why you can increase our benefit because the people in the district can't be begging us. Today they get $100,000 a year in the budget. Your lawmaker, according to the budget, they say legislative engagement. We're running with 30,000 first complaining. Now it's 100,000 and senators are 150,000. The speaker got moved. Everything increasing. They say they increased the budget to $1.3 billion. What's in there for you? Social salary. Social salary. You know what I'm saying? What's in there for you? What's in there to create jobs in the private sector? Nothing. We just increased the budget. We're going to increase the budget again. We just appointed another group to take care of yellow machine. And we will pay Brani Samuka according to how we pay all other ministers. Because he said he ain't hide it. He said, you want me to do it, you have to pay me as a minister. So Brani Samuka now is on the ministerial level. Then you think he alone going to do it? No. He's going to bring a deputy. They will get secretary. They will have drivers. That's a whole bureau right there. Whole bureau right there. Just to take care of yellow machine. You see how we create jobs? Are they the kind of jobs we need to create? But yet we get money for University of Liberia. We don't have money for government schools. Private schools are expensive because government cannot subsidize it. And some people read it. They say, oh, the schools are expensive. Yes, education is very expensive. If you think it's expensive, then we'll try ignorance. Then you will understand. Because education is very expensive. But are we getting a quality education? I don't think so. Even the ones from the private schools, it's the same thing. We talk about other politicians that their schools are expensive. According to what we know, y'all go look at the Unity Party chairman, Capet School. It's the most expensive school in Liberia. But you complain about the Ellis Cummings Academy, they're expensive. You complain about other schools, but go and walk to the school. Do your due diligence. Don't just sit and listen to politicians. When you look at the Ellis Cummings school today, the only STEM school in Liberia, the only STEM school, science and technology, engineering, mathematics. When you graduate from that school, you can find something to do. Look at the quality of education. But we say expensive, it should be free. That school is supposed to be a government or private and partnership. But is the government putting a share? No. Because the Kerry Ellis Cummings, he got no choice but to put his money in there. He benefited from it? No. It's there to pay the teachers. It should be free. Look at the free school around you and tell me. Look at the free school. The school site Joseph built, he says it's free. But go look at the school. Look at the quality education. You think teachers there to work free? The teachers need to be paid. Police officers need to be paid well. The nurses, the doctors. If you don't take care of them, these are things government must see to it. You go to a hospital 14, military hospital. This is a government hospital. Go there and see how much they're going to charge you. To see the doctors alone, I think it's $75 just to see a doctor. Or you wait for the regular one. So if you die, you're just going to die. But when our officials sick, they will stay to the office, call the airline, purchase the ticket, straight to Ghana, straight to Ivory Coast, or straight to India.
Yeah, right next door.
Straight to India. While you sitting, you see your stomach hurting, you go to JFK, they're looking at you, laughing. You go there, the nurses cause more noise than anything because they got nothing to do and no money. And then my problem too, you made a vow. These are positions, these are professions that no matter what happens, you must take care of your people no matter, stop it, no matter what happens. No matter what happens, you can never turn anyone down. These are the things that we need to look at. You want to be a nurse? That's it. You want to be a teacher? That's how it look like. You must not turn no one down. You know what I'm saying? So, Princess, I want to see if you can open the line. Let me hear from our people. What are some of the problems in your community? What are some of the things we ourselves doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? What are some of the things? So please open the line and let's.
Okay. All right, folks. Those of you following the show this morning, Independent Mind for Better Liberia, with Monique Shen, and you want to weigh in with all what he said concerning the progress of this nation. Just phone in 077955959 Let's hear from you. 07795599590881871. Let's go to the lines and start to interact. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Good to have you.
Okay, this is my first time following your program.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Ambrose Sabandi. I'm personally on the bypass.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for everything he's talking and the way the country is going, I just want to tell those out there to bear it. This country is too old to be the way it is. We are too old. Go Sierra Leone. I
Mm-hmm.
haven't been to Freetown, but I've been to Bo. I've been to Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
Go there and see. They're not building roads again. The people that gutter, what we call gutter, the gutter
Mm-hmm.
is cemented. Cemented. You don't find one bottle or
Mm-hmm.
dirt inside it. The
Mm-hmm.
same thing Jerry Wally we can praise Ghana for, the happy over there. That's what we're going through now. Transformation. So let's bear it.
Okay.
And to those who are houses, they are demolishing.
Mm-hmm.
Am I live?
You live. We're hearing you.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
the people there who proper, they are demolishing. They get invest in the government. It's not the government fault.
Mm.
You getting me? When
Mm-hmm.
if your parents, I'm sorry to say this, but I was saying, my father, when I bought property in Sunny Cole and Beaumont, Gay Town. Gay Town, way to the end of Gay Town. He got no property to the Negro. Okay, if they break where I live in, I can't blame the government. I blame my father. I was renting for somewhere, I was squatting there for 40 years. It was not for me.
Mm-hmm.
When the government comes or the owner comes, go to court through the court system, and the court and water put property to there, you that live there 40 years old, do something with yourself. Buy your own land, buy your own house, get
Okay.
a legitimate document.
All right.
Don't blame government, everything will blame government. So we got to transform this country. We are too behind. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So my point there, the
Okay.
country will get better.
All right.
There's a
Definitely.
worker, he will make it better.
Thank you.
Let
Definitely.
that better be.
Yeah, definitely. This country will get better. I'll still taking more of your calls. 077-959-959-0881-871-670. Let's hear from you. Independent mind for a better Liberia. What do you make of it? Do you think we are prepared? Yeah, Liberians, how we prepare or how prepared are we, in terms of development, our leaders? He's Monique Shane from the U.S. Alternative National Congress. And while we're still waiting course, General, let me just, you know, Liberians have sat, we're talking about transforming this country. We're talking about improving our own country where our generation, where other people, our children's children can come, and see a better nation. All of those things we've strived for, we're still striving for. At least, yes, for now, we can, break and say we are on path. Liberians have sat for years hoping for leaders who have the heart to develop this nation. We just saw that in the just ended election. Everybody, we have hope the Unity Party leadership will do better, though they are doing better. But yeah, we are. Leaders who will prove or do something tangible in terms of development, infrastructure, roads, connectivity. You just need them. And today, you as a stalwart, you as a bona fide member of the Alternative National Congress. I know you are a Liberian, but you got your side. Everybody got a side, even we as journalists. Though we are independent, but when it comes to elections, so we do go and vote. We know who we vote for, but we don't just walk on the street and say, "Oh, I'm voting for this person." No, we are very, very, kind of careful in that. So you as a stalwart, you as a bona fide member of the Alternative National Congress, I know you are a Liberian as well, like I said earlier. And at this point in time. I know you're not going to talk the ugly about the Alternative National Congress. So those of you listening, I know you're not going to talk about the bad side, the bad things of the Alternative National Congress. Do you ready? I just want you to be honest. This platform, I think this is the main reason. Do you really believe in the Alternative National Congress? That this leadership, once elected, will end all of these complaints, all of these struggles Liberians are faced with. Do you believe in the Alternative National Congress that is Alexander Benedict Cummings? And how well do you honestly believe let's speak the reality, be honest with your conscience, do you believe in his leadership once elected?
Well, that's a very good question, and I appreciate you. But I want to make the disclaimer again.
Mm-hmm.
And yes, I am a member of the Alternative National Congress and a very strong supporter of Alex Cummings. Yes, I don't. When we use the word bona fide, you try to personalize it, and you think you're better than the other person. But I'm not a party-driven person.
Okay,
But
good.
the agenda that Alex Cummings put forward,
Mm-hmm.
that is the agenda that drew me in. I was never a member of any political party. I just
Okay.
decided to join at the time that I said, listen, you got to be, because I noticed most people are not members of political parties, they just follow. But the
Mm-hmm.
agenda, what he brought up, now I look at his past performance, I look at what he did in his private life and how he continued to carry himself. So when I look at it and being very consistent, because
Mm-hmm.
consistency gave you good results. But when you jump all over the place, then you're having a problem. So when I
Mm-hmm.
look at his agenda, where he said, this is what we can do as a nation, and this is how we can do it. So when he talk about infrastructure, every day we talk about roads, roads, roads. But
Mm-hmm.
let's use the big word infrastructure. Infrastructure comes with a lot of things. Infrastructure, you have roads, you have electricity, you have an education in infrastructure, you got healthcare in infrastructure, job creation, number one, it comes through infrastructure. So he said, but I will prioritize certain things in infrastructure that we need. Which one? The
Okay,
first thing
I
he
think let's
said,
take this caller, then we'll come back to you, please.
yeah,
Morning. Good morning.
Good, good morning,
Yeah,
ma'am.
morning. Good to have you. Let's hear your name and where you join us from.
I'm Jerry Toby. I draw my attention to the hospital issues
Mm-hmm.
for medication. I think it would be better as I heard from you, our government officials usually travel from here to Ghana, India, other countries for medical treatment. They should have a law governing the state of government official, Liberian citizens. They are paid by us. So as we are doing treatment, they all should also take treatment in Liberia instead of flying to another country. Then that will beat up the strength of the medical hospital.
Mm-hmm.
But they have money to go out and make our hospital continue to be done. We all taking treatment at that JFK they will boost up the strength.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that is my own injection.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mommy.
Okay. Still taking more of your calls. Yeah, January you can come back.
yeah, he said infrastructure.
Mm-hmm.
And he'll tell you around the world, and roads and electricity is the two most important things. But electricity is very important because where the electricity, there will be good schools, there will be good hospital, everything. Now we need lights. Then he said drinking water is very important, and also internet connectivity. You got these three things, that is job creation. Because if you go back to the drawing board, you have electricians, you have business people coming in with meters and transformer, and will have lights. Now, when you got good internet, you will see a Liberian calling from abroad to even teach on through internet, because now everybody can go online and go to school. So all these things create jobs. Good water will kill diarrhea and typhoid, because at least we have a clean drinking water. So these are the things we should work on. Then he said job creation. Now you see how he brought it, job creation. So I said, I said, wow, this thing is not a bad thing. This agenda, if I were running for president of the princess, I would use this same agenda. Then he said agriculture. Every day we talk about agriculture, agriculture. How much the government is actually putting into agriculture is nothing. But at least we need 10% of the national budget to go straight to agriculture to help these people. or else we'll be buying Pusau and country rest for $25. Then he talked about education. We should train our teachers, not just to put the buildings up. Are we training teachers? No. Do we have good teachers? No. Are we paying the teachers well? No. We need to start from the primary education. We're going to go back to the drawing board and start from the foundation, where if you see a single mother, she must have the opportunity to send her child to school to be able to work herself. Not because she got a child. So all these things, he talked about primary education. Therefore, then he went to health. We can't just be putting buildings up and say we got hospital when there's no doctors. Look in the community, primary health education and primary health care. Every community must have something before you even reach to JFK. But everybody living from Lokita running straight to JFK. You're afraid to go to Redemption Hospital. You're afraid because there's no medication. So all these things, when you look at it, is consistency. And he tells us again how he would do it. Waste. We can't just be spending money on government officials for nothing. We have our fair share when it comes to the resources. We're not just going to put taxes on the Liberian people. If we have a flat rate at the port, we must have a flat rate to encourage investors to come in the country. Investors don't come in country because of an individual. They come in country if the system is fair, if the system is honest. The man will come in with his $1 million to create jobs. We need to invest and encourage people. So these are some of the things I look at. And I say, then when I look at his performance, where he came from and where he is today, his whole life, he struggled. Not because he wealthy today, but he started from all the way, work in the corporate place, and we should be proud of him to see a Liberian even going that far. Now he retired, he's back home. So I believe, according to his attitude, the way he carries himself, his discipline, he's a reformer. And he continued to say the same thing. Corruption, we need to stop it. Coming into government is not about salary. It's not about getting rich. It's about serving the people to make sure that everything is good. Because you see, as president, you do more. You make broader decisions, and you have the power because Liberia is a unitary state. That is why I believe in myself. Not 100%, because I can never give no human being 100%. We all can make mistakes. But I believe for him failing, it's going to be very hard. The only people that are having problem with him is the so-called elite political guys who believe that when he come to power, he's spoiling the chopping. Someone say in the background, oh, because Ellis Cummings think that he get money, so when he come, he will spoil our chopping. The money will sort of get on the side. Yes, he will. But the ordinary Liberian will have a job. The ordinary Liberian will have a free education. That's what I can promise anyone. The youth initiative programs is his number one program. He will get the youth involved because the youth are our precious children. He always said this thing. He said, my future is not behind me or ahead of me. I'm already in my future. We're already in our future. But the young people, their future is ahead of them. What are we doing to change their lives? So even if you look around Alice Cummings today, you will see more young people, that he tried to encourage more young people to get involved. And that is what he wants. He continued, he's a humanitarian. So when I look at him as individual, as an ordinary Liberian, what he's doing now, if he's president, he will do more. So that is why I believe in the agenda. But for the ANC, can the ANC win election by themselves? Let us not fool nobody. Liberty Party have tried. They can't make it. We got two political parties, CDC and UP, but we have tried them for 20 years. If we are honest, where have we gone? The best thing that ever happened to Liberia is that we have stability. That is the best thing, and they continue to ride on it. And what Ambrose just said, we tired, they're talking about roads. Do you know how many times people talk about roads? We've been building the Ganta Harper Highway before I was born. The President Totman, then President Talbot started it. Then President Doe came in. He started the infrastructure, building ministries. The next government came in. They broke some of them down, and they started to do their own thing. The Unity Party government came in. The Charles Center government came in. Then we have President Weah, then President Bwaka. Let us look. Even the young people, you ask them today, we are stay on the jolly way. Pleasure, Lima foot. We go to all the places where we enjoy, and that's where they want to keep us. And the outside world laugh at us. What Liberia doing? Liberia was that little house, that little light on the mountain. That little on the hill, Liberia was a shining star. But the children don't know the history about Liberia. Liberia was one of the greatest nations that you ever found. Founding member of the United Nations, founding member of OU, founding member. We were there before all these countries. We were there before Nigeria, Ghana. But today they think they're older than us, but we are still powerful. And God still bless our country. There are a lot of things that happen in other countries. Praise God, I'll be honest with you, not happening in Liberia today. There are a lot of things. We fought war and we see people walking in the street because we don't understand the word freedom. Freedom is not free, so we overlook every little thing that ever happened to us. By the time I'm okay, I forget the rest of the Liberians. No. Our Liberians are patriotic people, no. So the ANC alone, man, they cannot win. We will collaborate. We must collaborate. But we can't bow down to big parties because you feel you got numbers, Do you have the leadership? We have tried you before. Can you join another party and look for the best candidate? There are a lot of good candidates out there, but let the candidates speak by themselves. We shouldn't be the one running around, say, oh, let John Brown go to Peter, let Peter go to John Brown. That is not fair. Let them sit by themselves. Can President, we are looking in the eyes of Mr. Cummings and say, Mr. Cummings, I want you to go as my vice president. Can Mr. Cummings look in the eyes of Billet and say, you go as my vice president? These are some of the conversations they have. I got nothing to do with that. I have nothing to do with that because in politics, when they come to that decision, then the Liberian people buy it. But when I started to go to Mr. Cummings and say, Mr. Cummings, just because for you to win, you know we can't win here, but this thing here, I want you to go as vice president. That means I'm greedy. That's something I myself looking for. No, I don't need to be president. Mr. Cummings don't have to be president. But it is his right to say, I want to contest. It is a privilege for him to serve. He don't have to start from representative. He don't have to start as senators. No, we still missing the mark. Every Liberian got the right to say, I want to go as a president. The people that we elected for the first time as senator, why they never started as community leaders or representatives? Why? We took them from there straight to Senator Darius Dillon. Plenty of them, we took them straight to senator. Why we never told George Weah to start as a community leader? Why we never told George Weah and say, oh, you know what? Just start as a representative and then you go to senator. Why? And these are educated people that are telling us. And it makes no sense. It makes no sense. If you're a young person, you choose to start as representative, fine. If you want to go as a senator, that's your right. You want to go as a president, that's your right. Because you can go as a senator and work in government for the rest of your life. When you go as president, you can't work in government for the rest of your life because there's a term attached to it. But you believe that I can change it when I'm at the top. When I'm driving a bus, I can control that bus better than for me to sit in a bus and somebody driving and I know I am a professional driver. So running for president, they didn't mean that you're the best in the country, but the people that you bring around you. And we need to look at leadership again, Liberian people. The way you carry yourself. If you're a leader, you be very careful what you say to people, because one little sentence or one little phrase might kill a lot of people. So you're very careful what you say out there. And this thing here about governmental experience, if that is what governmental experience brings to us, then I don't need governmental experience. There is nothing they call governmental experience. It's like a child going to a private school and the private school say 80 is your passing grade. The man going to a public school, they say walking stick, 70% is your grade. So because the man in private school, that means he know how public school operates, or because he in a public school, no. It's just that we make one side very lazy. If you're in a private sector, you have board meetings. When you're in government, the president have cabinet meetings. When the president gave his ideas to the cabinet meetings, to the ministers, when the minister go back to the ministry, he give it to directors, and the director take it down. The Simon people have board meetings when the chairman of the board or the president of the corporation send it to all the public, to all his heads, and when they go back to their place, they send it down. It's just that one is very serious, is zero tolerance, and the other one is flexible. Nobody can tell you how to be right. Nobody need to tell you right. You should understand it. Even a child understand right. When they make mistake for the first time, they will not go there again. When they put a hand to the fire, they will not put a hand there because they understand that it will not burn them. So that is why we're telling Liberians, let us look on the other side. Let us look at the other political parties. They got good people. I'm not talking about the ruling party. The ruling party will say what they want to say. Some of them will not like it, but they have independent minds in the ruling party that understand, that say, listen, they're not working. Yes, Mr. Boaka try his best. And my disappointment is that he's older guy. He's not strong like before. Maybe if he was stronger, where he can go out on his own and see some things, maybe he will make a lot of decisions. Maybe by this time, a lot of people, but I'm not going to criticize him. There's some good things that they're doing, and there's some good things they do, but there's some mistakes. But the problem is that this 2029 is about, it's not about roads. Don't let nobody fool you. It's not about road. We tired with road. Pave the road. Pave the road. That is why we elected you for. Fix the roads. That is why we elected you for. We want to have good education. We want to have jobs in our country. Not government. Government should be the largest employer in the country. Then what are we going to do? How we develop? Let's look at the other countries around us. How far they have gone. Things going to be tough. And somebody talk about breaking houses down. Some laws need to be changed. Some, that's the fact. If you build on somebody's land, but ask again, some people have the land for over 50 years. They didn't do nothing on the land. You sat there, they sold the land to somebody. Now you found out that the deed that person get, the deed is not right. How can you just take them out too? It's not squatting land. Huh? Some people bought a place. They say they got paper. But now finally, they won the case. You pay taxes for that land for 40 years. You that claiming that land right now. You ever pay taxes? That is why I agree with Darius Delon. There's certain things need to be changed. I'm not talking about farmland. Because even my wife, sometimes they get it, they say, oh, we got 400 acres in Bon County. I say, you lucky at farmland. Because if that was a suitable land to build house, long time people have built house on it. You know what I'm saying? But we're breaking houses down. Some of them, we got to compensate them. Because if they are not going to be there by that time, a forest, even a military land, you still got to talk to them, make sure you give them something, let them leave. You saw them building over there. You gave them notice. You said that government land. Okay. But those of you building in the alleyway, building over in places that you know it was not for you, whenever government, because all the squatter land, even in Brove, they gave you the squatter land to tell you, say, listen, anytime the pocket can't break it, you know about that thing. You go put one nice building down. They will break it down. They want to not know if and end. But people who pay, they went and pay the money to my brother. Then my brother and myself fighting. Then I go to court, I win the case. After 30 years, then I come back, I say, you break everything down. Then the government gave people. No, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. There will be some, if at the government, you will pay taxes. In other countries, you pay taxes on your land. Other countries, in the great United States, you can buy land, but you will pay taxes. Some of them is 50,000. You will pay every year. If you don't pay, they will take it from you. They got it called eminent domain. Government can take your land and say, we want to develop it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not against the government doing it, but sometimes we overdoing it. Some people take advantage and say, oh, now I'm going to break Princess house down. Since they say we should break the place, I just want to break it. Oh, the land that the deed that Princess got is not correct. I got the old deed. But that whole place was forest, so it was bush. How long I've been having it? Princess been living there for 20 years, 30 years. I just come in. Now government need to ask you, you pay taxes? You that claiming the land, you pay taxes on the land. So there's certain things government just need to, the legislature need to come up with something. People selling it. I'm a victim of a land. I bought the land when I went back there, they sold it again. Then they telling me they won't give me different place. I just look at it, they were fighting one themselves. I said, listen, I don't want that. You're taking. You know, I left it with them. I said, you're taking because it's not fair. These are all stealing.
Okay.
You know, yes, it's not.
All right.
So let's
Still
in the
taking
line
calls.
again. We
Yeah,
stay.
still
Okay,
taking
let's still
calls.
take the calls.
077959959 0881871670. Let's hear from you. You want to weigh in, the time is now. All you need to do is call 077759959 0881-871-670.
I
Those
ask you to look at my record.
959-959. Let's hear from you. This is Independent Minds for Better Liberia. And he's Monique Ishem based in the US. All of what he said, what do you make of it in order for this country to move forward? Let's hear from you. 0777-959-959, 0881-871-670. 0777-959-959, 0881-871-670. So those of you following, the time is now. Let's interact with you and let's go back. We're not live on our official page. I don't know why. Because I won't acknowledge those following on YouTube. You
Okay, let
have,
me add it on. I will add it.
yeah, you have Rebecca is it Guasi? Yes, sorry if I didn't pronounce her name well. Good morning, General. Telewayan Jiba says, you welcome Miss Post General. So that's it. Those of you follow, we want to acknowledge all of you this morning. It's good to be here. This is Independent Minds for Better Liberia, and we are live from the US. Yeah, General. We're still waiting cause this
Yeah.
particular topic is interesting. Talk about land. Let it play like getting north. You saw the other lawmaker, the man said he shiver when you heard the other guy yesterday telling he owns the land from what this place Vamuma all the way to the ministerial complex around there.
Look
Imagine
at look
somebody
look at
owning that amount of land.
look at that. Yeah.
Yes, so
Another lady I saw on
it's
the
troubling.
internet,
It's troubling.
she said she owned from Freeport, from that place going all the way there. How? How
Yeah,
you own these things?
yeah.
Eh? Somebody just tell you that, okay, we agree you own it. How long? You pay taxes on it?
Mm,
Eh? And these people
that's
purchase
another
the land from either one of your relatives. Then you come back with an old deed and say
yeah.
that's my land. I'm not talking about the people who build on legal, on the squatter land, on government land, in the alleyway. That's not what we're talking about.
Mm,
But you see, this person got a deed, and the deed been with them for 40 years, 30 years. Then you
mhm,
come from nowhere and bring some kind of deed and say you got a murder deed. Then they're breaking people's houses down. Government need to step in. Seriously, it's very serious. What are
mm.
you saying? Some of the children grown, their parents died, they left the house with them because they don't have nobody for. I saw another one. They say, "Oh, that Bena, you own the whole place here. They're breaking houses down."
Yeah.
Eh? There's will be some negotiation. Some negotiation. There
Okay,
should be
let's go
something.
back to the line and interact with callers. Good morning.
Hey, good morning. My name is George Thomas, speaking from Mambasle.
Yeah, George, let's hear you.
Yeah, let me appreciate our studio guest for the little information that you gave to the public.
Mm,
But my fortunate situation has to do with government. In this country, we do not have the implementing order.
mm,
We are good at saying things.
mm,
We want to see things happening, but we want to know how it happens. So the government, Liberal Land Authority, is one of the major causes for these kind of damages going all across the country.
mm,
Let's say, for example, let's say two parties have a case to LLA office, dispute session.
mm,
At the end of the day, you'll find out that case, they will delay 3, 4, 5 years, that case will be there. Because they found out that the person who they want to rule the case in favor don't have money, is not ready. So they will delay it. The day the person get money, they will give you the bill of possession over you that own your property for legal means. And then they will keep that property all about. Then somebody finish developing, they pour the place, they develop it, they skyscraper all that. You'll find out they will bring yellow machine to break it down. Let's look at the scenario in my Bagley around car wash.
mm.
Yeah. No, I heard a case regarding Benayure and some citizen over there. Go see the upstairs building, the skyscraper people build on that property. But Benayure is a society man, is somebody who contributed to his own development. At the end of the day, they will go against the peaceful citizens who suffer a lot, 2-3 years to put their finances together to go and buy one lot of land. While they finish developing it, they go give authority bill of possession to rich men who have a lot of property around without developing the place. They are the serious cause for our problem. So LNA should start doing some of these things. When case gets between two parties today, they must investigate in 1 or 2 weeks time and give ruling. And then let it tell people who have no huge property to develop it. Other than that, let the government take charge of the property. You keep the property, people buy the property to develop it. You can't give them chance. And somebody will come from elsewhere in America. They come with old rotten people. Government come, they can't give them bill possession. They will go on our property and start destroying our people finances around here. And some of our business we don't love to talk because when something happens, I know how to address it.
All right.
So government is not putting things into place.
Thank you. Thank you so much. This person, morning.
Good morning, my sister. Stop in there.
Yeah, morning.
Welcome back on the radio. Long time.
Yeah. Bless God.
I always follow the radio. Yeah, we are colleagues. We are other colleagues.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, this is Sherry. I'm calling from Japan Freeway.
Yeah, Sherry. That's it.
Yeah. Thank to the studio, thank the earth for me. Let land business, my sister, let land cars business in this country. It's very contained. Honor Unity Party 1. Honor Unity Party 1. Because this is Unity Party 2. Person Baga. But honor Unity Party 1, Madame Sadi, when she came on, les signes de demonstrations in our final bill, my sister. That's maybe today. I lost my mother. I lost my grandmother. I lost some of my uncle, some of my sister, then my auntie, but I seen the demonstration of the land because of frustration, my sister. And don't get me wrong, now when they find out land, because that's the government land. But the damage find out land, then they go beyond. Or turn at the back of China, but I know I cannot stand. Yeah. If anybody on my voice now, from like cannot stand, children, mother, which I also be, they'll prove me wrong, they'll call someone else call, they'll say yes, sister. The boy just job is line, is speaking the truth. He cannot stand, my sister. The boys find out, the John wife find out, they'll go, last time was there, my sister, last time was this, when we were being found out. I can remember. Yeah, President Doe, President Tobo, them, when I been here, last time was there, my sister. Then when they bust our time, sister, that frustration carry today. That God create everybody life for, okay? They are coming to that bus because so that frustration, my sister, they end up going frustrated, getting sick until they pass. Friend of my family, my sister, honor you don't party one.
Ellen Johnson solution you.
No, you don't party 2 is here now. Then it can on the same thing, my sister. So I frustrated, but I am going to okay.
All right.
And they did also be they did it vulnerable that on the President we are government was trying at least to compensate as a government as a leader at that time, stages ago, at least were able to put small the smart on their faces, okay? Promise them 5 million and give them 1 million, okay? So the remaining 4 million, we don't know what on you know about the 2. Well, I will compensate the people.
Thank you.
Stop this. Thank you very much.
So much, Sharif. This person, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, morning. Say with us.
Thank you.
That's
I'm Jimmy.
Oh, okay, Jimmy. Let's say.
And I call you for one of the business people out in the borough of Nikita. The first, let me say that ANC people don't speak the opposition. The opposition, you can't really make it clear like your opposition. If you can't simply say the government, then why you want to come to power? We don't see that the language the opposition should be speaking. If the government is saying, well, the government blew our own. Why didn't the government say Mr. Kumi short? Mr. Kumi is a political to us. Why they can be praising Mr. Kumi and Mr. Kumi is an educated man? Mr. Kumi is a person. Why they can be? You see, they know. So if you teach the people, either the never they can blow their own. And now you can't be doing that. Because
Mm.
Yeah, what is that?
You coming in broken. You have to walk away small, Jimmy, please. You coming in broken. Better now, let's hear you.
So, my friend, brother, that know.
Okay.
Why the pure development is going on in the country? Look at Guinea, look at Ivory Coast, see development. Then you
Mm.
sit down there, you say, the people doing well. What the people doing here? No job, send people in the power, they're not creating jobs, they just demolish people for era to era. What people era? Then you sit on the radio as the opposition, say people doing well.
Okay.
Thank you, man. Let the man see as the opposition, because we the opposition are following the show.
All right. Thank you,
Thank you.
Jimmy. Yeah, so quickly let's go back to you, General. It's already 11:30. Up next is the news at 12. Let's hear from you. The Messi must be the opposition. Your mic. Unmute your mic. Unmute your mic, please. Let me see what I can do from this end. Hello? Yeah, General. Wow.
Sorry, I'm
You have
sorry,
to,
my computer.
yeah.
Yeah, I mistakenly hit something on my computer. Yes, Jimmy, you are 100% right. I'm not. I'm an opposition. I'm not a UP partisan, but I try to balance certain things. And when you listen to my starting point of this whole thing, I say yes. They talk about roads every day, but road is not enough. We need jobs. We need other good things. That is what we're going to vote on. Yes, we know nothing have changed. Let me be honest with you. Nothing have changed in Liberia. We just going to the same place, and
But you
this is the
just said
second
the
time.
government is doing well, but yet and still nothing have
No,
changed.
yes, when we say
It's
doing well,
conflicting. It's a
when there's
conflicting
certain
account.
okay, this is thing here. Okay, you're right. I would change that first phrase of it because
Good.
once I say the government doing well, the next thing they put all in one basket. Yes, but when we say that, when you say they're doing well, I need to just break it down in which of the area. Yes, and I said that we still have a stability. That is the best thing that ever happened to Liberia, that we can still move around and pass all the government. Yes, but there are a lot of things that is happening in Liberia today when it comes to job creation, when it comes to the education process. And again, we still breaking people's houses down, and we still making them poorer and poorer and poorer, which is wrong. Yes,
All
I'm
right.
an opposition. I will be honest with you, and I agree with you, Jimmy. There's be a time that we change the tune, but we got to make our people understand that come 2029, we should be prepared for a new phase. We know we are oppositions. We
Seconds
know
to
we are on the other side, but we must be able
go.
to do the right thing. So for those of you who are listening again, I will be on Saturday, 10 o'clock on the same station. I want you to follow Jimmy again. I take your advice strongly. And on Sunday, I will have a conversation with Alex Cummings on the same network. So I expect you to get your phone ready. It will be 11:30 in Liberia, and will be on this station and also on Tap
11:30
FM.
evening, PM,
Yeah,
right?
it will be
11:30
yeah, it will
PM.
be maybe by 10 o'clock in Liberia by that time, because the time will
Okay.
change. So it will be, it's now, instead of 5 hours, it will be 4 hours now. So
Okay.
let us do what is right for our country. And opposition, we need to come together. We need a collaboration, not now. Let everybody work up to 2028. But this time around, in the collaboration, we need to choose the best. That is why I
Okay.
believe that Alex Cummings is the best guy for everything.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, folks, that's
I
it.
invented
Every
and
good thing
started
must come to an end. And
and
on
stop.
that note, that's how we wind down the curtains on today's presentation of the Independent Mind for a Better Liberia. Do join us on Monday, at which time we'll be right here to bring you another edition. Up next at 12 midday is the news from the News and Current Affairs Department.